Naruto, future Hokage.
He was training hard. Punch, kick, Rasengan. He could see it. His dream was within reach. Suddenly the air crackled. A swirling vortex of energy appeared before him. It pulsed, beckoning him closer. Naruto, never one to back down from a challenge, stepped forward. The world dissolved into a blinding light. When Naruto opened his eyes, he found himself in a completely unfamiliar place. Towering buildings scraped the sky. Strange vehicles zipped through the air. People walked by, chatting about things he didn't understand.
What's going on? Where am I?
Naruto scratched his head, completely bewildered. His gut told him this was no ordinary village. This was a world where almost everyone possessed superpowers called quirks. A world of heroes and villains, of academies and intense training. This was the world of. And Naruto, with his unyielding spirit and powerful chakra, was about to turn it upside down. Naruto stumbled through the unfamiliar streets, his senses on high alert. The air buzzed with an energy he'd never encountered before. It wasn't chakra, but something different. He spotted a group of kids his age, dressed in strange uniforms, heading towards a massive building.
Hey, you there! Can you tell me where I am?
Naruto called out, but they just stared at him like he was some kind of weirdo. One of them, a green-haired kid with freckles, finally spoke up.
You're at UA High, the prestigious Hero Academy. Do you, have a reason to be here?
Hero Academy, you say? Sounds like the perfect place for a future Hokage to test his skills.
The students exchanged uneasy glances. This guy was clearly out of his element. Little did they know, Naruto Uzumaki, the #1 hyperactive knucklehead ninja, was about to unleash a storm of chaos and laughter upon their meticulously organized world. Get ready, because class was about to start, and Naruto Uzumaki was not known for following the rules. The classroom was unlike anything Naruto had ever seen. High-tech gadgets lined the walls, and the desks were equipped with strange devices he couldn't even begin to comprehend. He plopped down next to the green-haired kid, who was nervously fiddling with his pencil.
Hey, I'm Naruto Uzumaki, believe it!
The green-haired kid jumped, startled.
I'm Izuku Midoriya, but everyone calls me Deku.
A girl with short brown hair and rosy cheeks leaned forward.
It's nice to meet you, Naruto. I'm Ochako Uraraka.
Nice to meet you too, Uraraka. You know, you'd look really cute with whiskers.
Uraraka blushed, unsure how to respond. Suddenly, a loud explosion rocked the room. Naruto's eyes widened.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Bring on the action.
He yelled, leaping to his feet. A spiky-haired blonde kid with an explosive temper stomped towards him.
You want to fight, huh? I'm Katsuki Bakugo, and I'm going to be the #1 hero.
Finally a challenge. Let's do this, Bakugo.
The classroom erupted in chaos as the two hotheads faced off. This was just the beginning of Naruto's wild ride at UA Academy. Naruto watched in amazement as his classmates showed off their quirks. Bakugo blasted the training ground with explosions. Uraraka made objects float with a touch, and Deku was still figuring things out. But it was clear everyone had incredible powers.
All right, my turn. Witness the power of the Rasengan.
Naruto yelled, gathering chakra in his hand. A swirling ball of energy formed, crackling with power. The other students watched, a mixture of awe and apprehension on their faces. They had never seen anything like it before.
That's not a quirk, it's something different.
Naruto grinned, proud of the effect his jutsu had on them.
This is the power of a ninja, believe it.
He was about to unleash his attack when a voice cut through the air. Hold it right there, Uzumaki. A man with messy black hair and tired eyes stood before them, a yellow scarf billowing around him. This was Shota Aizawa, their homeroom teacher and a pro hero known as Eraserhead. He had a feeling this new student was going to be a handful. This isn't a playground, Uzumaki. This is UA High, and we operate by certain rules. Naruto gulped. He had a feeling his time at UA Academy was going to be anything but ordinary. The will of fire, UA style. Aizawa-sensei's words hit Naruto like a kunai to the gut, but he could tell this Aizawa guy meant business.
All right, Aizawa-sensei, I'll learn your rules, believe it.
Naruto declared, striking a pose. Aizawa sighed. This kid was going to be a real challenge. And with that, Naruto Uzumaki, future Hokage, began his training in the world of quirks, ready to face whatever challenges came his way.
What is this stuff anyway? Narrator. Lunchtime at UA was a bustling affair. The cafeteria was packed with hungry students, all eager to refuel after a morning of intense training. Naruto, however, found himself staring at a plate of food that looked and smelled completely foreign to him. He poked at it cautiously with his chopsticks, his stomach rumbling in protest.
That's katsudon, Naruto. It's a Japanese dish. Don't you have it in your world? Narrator. He muttered, eyeing it suspiciously. Uraraka, sensing his distress, floated over to his table.
All I want is a big bowl of ramen. Believe it. Narrator. Naruto shook his head, his face a picture of misery.
Ramen? What's ramen? Narrator. He groaned. Deku, who had been studying a notebook filled with hero notes, looked up.
Deku asked, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. Naruto's eyes widened in horror. These people had never even heard of ramen. This was a tragedy. He had to take matters into his own hands. He grabbed his tray and marched towards the kitchen, determined to introduce the world of UA to the culinary masterpiece that was ramen. This was a mission of the utmost importance. Little did he know, this simple desire for a bowl of ramen would lead to an unexpected culinary adventure and a hilarious showdown with the most explosive student in Class 1A. After his disastrous lunch break, Naruto found himself facing an even bigger challenge: homework. Mountains of it. He stared at the stack of textbooks and worksheets, his head spinning. Formulas, diagrams, and theories on quirk mechanics swam before his eyes. It was like trying to learn a foreign language, except this language was all about superpowers he didn't even possess.
This is hopeless. I'm never gonna understand any of this. Believe it.
He wailed, burying his face in his arms. Deku, ever the helpful friend, offered to tutor him. They spent hours poring over the material, Deku patiently explaining the intricacies of quirks and hero lore, but no matter how hard he tried, Naruto just couldn't seem to grasp the concepts. Just when he was about to give up hope, Uraraka suggested a different approach.
Maybe you're more of a hands-on learner, Naruto. How about we show you some basic quirk applications? Maybe that will help you understand the theory better.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Uraraka. Believe it.
He exclaimed, jumping to his feet. He was eager to see these quirks in action, and maybe, just maybe, some of the theory would start to make sense. Little did he know their study session was about to turn into a chaotic training montage, complete with misfired jutsus, unexpected levitation, and a whole lot of laughter. The ultimate showdown, ramen versus explosions. The aroma of spices and something distinctly delicious wafted through the UA dorms, causing a stir among the students.
With the help of a bewildered lunch lady, I managed to get some essential ramen ingredients. Now, I'm on a mission to share my culinary expertise with my new friends.
The news of Naruto's ramen-making endeavor reached Bakugo, who scoffed at the idea of some lowly noodle dish. Determined to prove his superiority, Bakugo declared a culinary showdown, ramen versus explosions.
I'll create the ultimate spicy cupcake infused with my explosive quirk and blow Naruto's ramen out of the water.
The kitchen transformed into a battleground of culinary chaos. Naruto moved with the grace of a seasoned chef, his hands a blur as he chopped vegetables and seasoned the broth. Meanwhile, Bakugo attacked his baking with explosive fervor, his cupcakes erupting in miniature fiery bursts. The aroma of Naruto's ramen filled the dorms, drawing in hungry students and curious teachers alike. Even Aizawa-sensei couldn't resist the allure of this savory scent. The stage was set for the ultimate culinary showdown, a clash of flavors and personalities that would go down in UA history. The verdict was in. Naruto's ramen, a symphony of flavors and textures, had won the hearts and stomachs of U.A students. Even Bakugo had to admit, albeit grudgingly, that the ramen was somewhat edible.
Fine, it's somewhat edible.
As Naruto basked in the glow of his culinary victory, he felt a tap on his shoulder. It was Deku holding a small, shiny object in his hand.
This is for you, Naruto. It's my hero badge. I want you to have it.
Naruto stared at the badge, his blue eyes wide with surprise. It was a simple badge, but it represented everything he had learned during his time at UA. Courage, determination, and the importance of friendship.
But this is yours, Deku. I can't accept this.
I want you to have it. You may not have a quirk, but you're a true hero, Naruto. You've taught me so much about never giving up and always believing in myself.
Naruto accepted the badge, a warmth spreading through his chest. He may not have been a student at UA, but he had found a place among these aspiring heroes. He had made true friends and learned valuable lessons that he would carry with him always. And as he looked at the hero badge gleaming in his hand, Naruto knew that his journey was far from over. The hero badge felt heavy in Naruto's palm. Deku's words echoed, "You're a true hero, Naruto." He'd been called many things, knucklehead, loser, loudmouth, but a hero? He watched his classmates excel, their powers growing stronger. He felt stuck. His shadow clones, his Rasengan, seemed almost ordinary here. Could he truly be a hero, even without a quirk? The weight of that question settled on his shoulders. Just then, a hand reached out, placing a comforting hand on his shoulder. He looked up to see Uraraka, her brown eyes filled with concern.
It's just everyone here. They're amazing. Their quirks, their skills, it's like something out of a comic book. And me, I'm just Naruto.
But Naruto, you're incredible. You can make copies of yourself. You can create that amazing spinning energy ball. What was it called again? Rasen something?
Rasengan, it's a powerful jutsu, believe it.
See? You have amazing abilities too. Don't compare yourself to others, Naruto. You have your own path, your own strengths. How about this? We train together. You show me some of your ninja skills and I'll show you how I control my quirk. Deal?
All right, Uraraka, let's do this. I'll show you what a ninja can do. Believe it.
They gathered their things, leaving the quiet sanctuary of the library behind, and headed towards the training grounds. The afternoon sun cast long shadows as they faced each other, ready to spar. Uraraka, light on her feet, her eyes focused. Naruto, a determined glint in his blue eyes, ready to prove that even without a quirk, he could still hold his own. Their training session was a whirlwind of motion. Uraraka, defying gravity with her quirk, floated effortlessly through the air, dodging Naruto's attacks with ease. Naruto, relying on his speed and agility, countered with a barrage of kunai and shuriken, each one aimed to test her reflexes.
Wow, Naruto, you're fast. And those throwing stars, they're incredible. You're like a real-life ninja.
Well, I am a ninja, believe it. Though I guess it's not every day you see one running around a hero academy.
But that's what makes you so cool, Naruto. You're unique. You bring something different to the table.
You're right, Uraraka. I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm gonna become the greatest ninja this world has ever seen. Believe it.
That's the spirit, Naruto. Now, how about we try that shadow clone jutsu again? I want to see if I can touch all of them before they disappear.
Aizawa-sensei, I need your help.
Chakra control is about focus, about finding balance within yourself. It's about understanding your own energy and learning to direct it with precision. He agreed to train Naruto to help him harness his chakra more effectively.
I may not have a quirk, but I have something else. Chakra. It's the source of my power, but I need to learn to control it better.
Their training sessions were grueling. Aizawa pushed Naruto to his limits, forcing him to confront his weaknesses and refine his control. Slowly but surely, Naruto began to see progress. His movements became more fluid, his control more precise. The first training exercise was a test of teamwork.
All right, Uraraka, let's show them what we can do. Believe it.
Watch this, Naruto.
Whoa, you can make things weightless? That's so cool, Uraraka.
It's my quirk. I can control gravity.
See, what did I tell you? We make a great team.
The obstacle course threw everything it could at them, swinging pendulums, treacherous pits, and even robotic drones programmed to attack.
This looks tricky, Naruto. One wrong step and we're toast.
Don't worry, Uraraka, I've got a plan.
He formed a Rasengan in his hand, the swirling energy crackling with power.
Quick, Uraraka, now's our chance.
Uraraka, trusting her partner implicitly, made a running leap towards the bridge. She activated her quirk, making herself weightless. They reached the final obstacle, a mock cityscape, complete with towering buildings and narrow alleyways.
This is it, Uraraka. Time for the final showdown.
Naruto, I have an idea. Use me as a springboard.
Thanks, Uraraka. You're the best. We did it, Uraraka. We actually did it. Believe it.
They had faced every challenge the obstacle course had thrown at them and emerged victorious. Uzumaki, while your methods are unorthodox, you demonstrated a good understanding of teamwork and strategic thinking. Your chakra control has also improved.
Believe it. I knew I could do it.
Naruto, despite his initial chaotic energy, had shown surprising adaptability and a knack for improvisation. Aizawa addressed the students, his voice gruff but not unkind. Naruto beamed, his chest swelling with pride. He had found his place, his purpose in this unexpected adventure.
We make a pretty good team, huh, Uraraka?
We do, Naruto. We really do. You know, Naruto, I used to think that quirks were everything. But seeing you, the way you fight, the way you never give up, even without a quirk, it's made me realize that there's more to being a hero than just having powers.
You're right, Uraraka. It's about the choices we make, the people we fight for. It's about the will to never give up, no matter the odds.
He thought of all the challenges he'd faced in his own world, the battles he'd fought, the friends he'd made. He realized that the lessons he'd learned, the strength he'd gained, those were the things that truly mattered. The tension in the air was as thick as ramen broth after Naruto's culinary victory.
Hey, Uzumaki!
What's up, Bakugo? You want some more ramen? I've got plenty left.
As if I'd eat your pathetic excuse for food again. I'm here to challenge you to a duel. We settle this like real men with our fists.
A duel, huh? Now you're talking my language, Bakugo. Believe it.
A challenge had been issued, and Naruto Uzumaki, future Hokage, never backed down from a fight.
Don't hold back, Uzumaki.
Bakugo roared, launching himself at Naruto with explosive speed.
Whoa, Bakugo, you're even faster than I thought.
Naruto exclaimed, his voice laced with a mixture of excitement and respect.
You're going to have to do better than that, Bakugo.
The battle was far from over, and both rivals knew it. This was a clash of titans, a battle of wills, and neither of them was about to back down.
It's over, Uzumaki. Take this.
Bakugo, enraged by Naruto's resilience, took to the skies.
You think you're the only one who can fly?
Naruto, unfazed by Bakugo's aerial advantage, responded with a mischievous grin.
Rasengan.
The two attacks collided in a blinding flash of energy, the shockwave rippling outwards with enough force to knock down a small forest. Naruto was the first to rise, his body aching but his spirit unbroken.
That was intense, Bakugo. You're strong, I'll give you that. You almost had me there.
Don't think for a second that this means you've won, Uzumaki. I'll surpass you one day, mark my words.
He turned to leave, his pride still wounded, but a newfound respect for Naruto simmering beneath the surface. Naruto, with his strange jutsu and his unwavering spirit, had pushed him to his limits. Bakugo found himself looking forward to their next encounter. News of Naruto and Bakugo's explosive duels spread through UA like wildfire. Students whispered in hushed tones about the clash of titans. Naruto, still buzzing from the adrenaline rush, found himself the center of attention.
Wow, Naruto, that was amazing. You even made Bakugo break a sweat.
As the excitement died down, Naruto felt a sense of accomplishment. He had proven himself to everyone at UA, and as he looked up at the night sky, Naruto knew his adventure was far from over. The peace of UA Academy was shattered. Alarms blared, their shrill cries echoing through the corridors. Students scrambled, their faces etched with a mixture of fear and excitement. Aizawa-sensei, his usual stoic expression replaced with one of grim determination, addressed his students, his voice sharp and commanding. Code Red, we have a security breach. All students, evacuate to designated safe zones immediately. This is not a drill. The news spread like wildfire, a villain attack. Here at UA, it seemed impossible, yet the blaring alarms and the look on Aizawa-sensei's face told them otherwise. Naruto, his senses on high alert, felt a surge of adrenaline coursing through his veins. He'd faced countless dangers in his own world, but this was different. This was a world of quirks, of unpredictable powers and even more unpredictable villains.
What's going on, Sensei? What kind of villain?
We don't have much information. The security system picked up an intrusion in the training grounds. It's moving fast, too fast for a normal human. Be on your guard. This one's different. Naruto exchanged a look with Deku and Uraraka. They had a feeling this wasn't some ordinary villain they were dealing with. This was something dangerous. Something that even the heroes of UA were wary of. As they followed the throng of students towards the evacuation zone, Naruto couldn't shake off a feeling of unease. He had a bad feeling about this. The training grounds were in chaos. Twisted metal and shattered concrete littered the ground, evidence of a fierce struggle. Aizawa-sensei, his capture weapon whipping through the air, battled a formidable opponent. It wasn't human, it was a monstrous machine. A hulking behemoth of steel and wires, its single red eye glowing with malevolent intent. The robotic villain, its metal limbs whirring with deadly precision, slammed a fist into the ground, creating a crater that sent shockwaves rippling outwards. Aizawa-sensei, quick as lightning, dodged the attack, his capture weapon wrapping around the villain's arm. He pulled, using his quirk to try and immobilize the metal monstrosity. But the villain was too strong. It ripped free from Aizawa-sensei's grasp, its metal claws slashing through the air, narrowly missing the hero. Aizawa-sensei, his movements growing sluggish, stumbled backward, his chest heaving. He was outmatched, his quirk no match for the raw power of the machine. Naruto, watching the battle unfold from a distance, felt a surge of protectiveness for his teacher. He may not have known Aizawa-sensei for long, but he'd seen the man's dedication, his unwavering commitment to his students. He wouldn't stand by and watch him get hurt.
Deku, Uraraka, we have to do something. Aizawa-sensei needs our help.
Deku and Uraraka exchanged a look. They knew it was reckless going against a villain of this magnitude, but they couldn't just stand by. Not when a hero was in danger.
Naruto's right. We have to help.
Deku exclaimed, his voice firm despite his fear. With a war cry, Naruto charged into the fray, his movements a blur of orange and blue. Naruto, seizing the moment, formed a Rasengan in his hand.
Take this, you overgrown toaster. Rasengan.
The Rasengan, a concentrated ball of pure chakra, slammed into the robotic villain's chest, the impact echoing across the training grounds. The force of the blast sent the villain reeling backward, its metal frame groaning under the pressure. Sparks showered the ground as the villain's internal system shorted, its once menacing red eye flickering erratically. Naruto, his chest heaving from the exertion, watched as the villain crashed to the ground, its movements finally stilled. A cloud of dust and smoke rose from the impact, obscuring the battlefield. As the dust settled, revealing the downed villain, a wave of relief washed over Naruto. They had done it. They had defeated the villain, protected their teacher, and saved the day. But their victory was short-lived. As Naruto turned towards his friends, his blood ran cold. Aizawa-sensei lay slumped against a pile of rubble, his eyes closed, his chest eerily still.
Sensei.
Naruto cried out, rushing towards his fallen teacher. He knelt beside Aizawa-sensei, his heart pounding in his chest. He checked for a pulse, his fingers trembling. Nothing. There was no pulse, no sign of life. Naruto's world seemed to crumble around him. He had come to this world seeking adventure, seeking to prove himself. But he had never imagined, not even in his wildest dreams, that it would come at such a terrible cost. The following days were a blur of somber faces and hushed whispers. The attack, the loss of their teacher, had shaken everyone. The reality of their chosen path had never felt so real.
Naruto found solace in the company of Deku and Uraraka. They shared his grief for the teacher who had believed in them.
The portal back to the Hidden Leaf Village appeared suddenly. It shimmered in the early morning light. He stood before it, his heart heavy.
You're leaving? Uraraka asked softly.
Naruto nodded, unable to speak. He pulled Deku into a tight hug. Thanks, Deku, for everything. He met Uraraka's gaze. Take care of yourself, Uraraka, and keep training hard. You're going to be an amazing hero. Believe it.
The familiar sights and sounds of the Hidden Leaf Village washed over Naruto as he stepped through the portal, the bustling streets a stark contrast to the somber atmosphere he had left behind. He had returned, yet he felt changed, marked by his experiences in a world so different from his own. He had gone to UA seeking adventure, a chance to test his skills against worthy opponents. He had found those things, but he had also encountered something he hadn't expected, a different kind of heroism.
He had always defined heroism by strength, by the ability to defeat enemies and protect his loved ones. But at UA, he had witnessed a heroism born of compassion, of selflessness, of the willingness to put oneself in harm's way for the sake of others, even without the guarantee of victory.
He thought of Aizawa-sensei, his gruff exterior hiding a deep well of dedication to his students, his willingness to sacrifice himself to protect them. He thought of Deku, his unwavering belief in others, his determination to master his powers, not for fame or glory, but to help those in need. He thought of Uraraka, her cheerful demeanor masking a steely resolve, a desire to use her quirk to make the world a better place. They had all left an indelible mark on him, challenged his perceptions, and broadened his understanding of what it truly meant to be a hero.
He was still Naruto Uzumaki, the knuckle-headed ninja who dreamed of becoming Hokage. But he carried with him the lessons he had learned, the friendships he had forged, and the memory of a hero who had given his life protecting those in his care.
Naruto stood on the Hokage rock, his gaze sweeping over the village he swore to protect. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. He had returned a changed ninja, his heart heavier, his resolve stronger. He appreciated the fragility of life and the enduring power of the human spirit.
He thought of Aizawa Sensei's words. There will be times when you have to fight, even when you know you might not win. Aizawa Sensei's spirit lived on in those he inspired.
Naruto clutched the hero badge, a reminder of the bond with his friends. He would honor Aizawa Sensei by upholding the will of fire, protecting his village, his friends, his dreams. He was Naruto Uzumaki, and he would never give up.